पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Very happy Republic Day to all of you. As you just heard Kanishka say, I'll start with reading out the President's message. And then I have a few things to say to myself, to all of you from myself. So this is what the President conveyed last evening in his message to all citizens of India. He said, Namaskar, my heartiest greetings to all of you in India and abroad on the eve of the 73rd Republic Day. It is an occasion to celebrate what is common to us all, our Indianness. It was in this day in 1950 that the sacred essence of us all assumed a formal shape. That day, India was established as the largest democratic republic, and we the people put into effect a constitution that is an inspired document of our collective vision. The diversity and vibrancy of our democracy is appreciated worldwide. It is this spirit of unity and being one nation which is celebrated every year as Republic Day. This year's celebrations may be muted due to the pandemic, but the spirit is as strong as ever. On this occasion, let us remember the great freedom fighters who showed incomparable courage in their pursuit of the dream of Swaraj and fired up the people to fight for it. 2 days ago, on 23rd January, all of us observed the 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who had adopted the energizing salutation of Jai Hind. His quest for independence and his ambition to make India proud inspire all of us. We are immensely fortunate that the Constituent Assembly, which prepared the document, included some of the best minds of their generation. They were the leading lights of our great freedom struggle. After long years, the soul of India was reawakening, and these exceptional men and women were the harbingers of a new dawn. They discussed threadbare every article, every phrase and every word on behalf of the people. The churning went on for close to 3 years. Eventually, it was Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar who, as chairman of the drafting committee, prepared the final version that has become our founding document. While the text of the Constitution, dealing with the details of the working of the state, is quite long, the preamble sums up its guiding principles: democracy, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. They form the bedrock on which our republic stands. They are the values that form our collective inheritance. These values have been accorded primacy in our Constitution in the form of fundamental rights and fundamental duties of the citizens. Rights and duties are two sides of the same coin. The observance of the fundamental duties mentioned in the Constitution by the citizens creates the proper environment for enjoyment of the fundamental rights. By fulfilling the fundamental duty of rendering national service, when called upon to do so, crores of our people have transformed the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and the COVID vaccination drive into mass movements. A great deal of credit for the success of such campaigns goes to our dutiful citizens. I am sure that our people will continue to strengthen the campaigns of national interest with their active participation and will demonstrate the same dedication. The Constitution of India was enacted and adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949, which we now celebrate as Constitution Day. But it was made effective 2 months later. This was done to mark the day in 1930 when India resolved to win complete freedom. From 1930 to 1947, every year 26 January was celebrated as Purna Swaraj Day, and that was the day chosen to put the Constitution into force. Writing in 1930, Mahatma Gandhi had advised fellow citizens how Purna Swaraj Day was to be celebrated. He said, and I quote, "Remember that since we desire to attain our ends by non-violent and truthful means only, we can do so only through self-purification. We should therefore devote the day to doing such constructive work as lies in our power to do so." Needless to say, Gandhiji's advice is timeless. He would have liked us to celebrate the Republic Day in the same manner. He wanted us to look inside, introspect, and strive to become better human beings, and then also look outside, join hands with others, and contribute towards making of a better India and a better world. The world has never been in so much need of help as now. It has been over 2 years now and mankind is still battling with the coronavirus. Hundreds of thousands of lives have been lost and the world economy has been reeling under the impact. The world has suffered from unprecedented misery and surge after surge of new variants have been posing new crises. It has been an extraordinary challenge to humankind. The pandemic management was bound to be all the more difficult in India. We have high population density and as a developing economy, we did not have the level of resources and infrastructure needed to battle this invisible enemy. But it is only in such difficult times that the resilience of a nation shines forth. I am proud to say that we have shown an unmatched resolve against the coronavirus. In the first year itself, we raised the healthcare infrastructure and also helped to reach out to others. By the second year, we had developed indigenous vaccines and launched the world's biggest vaccination drive in history. The vaccination drive is progressing at a quick pace in our country. During the pandemic, we have reached out to several other countries with vaccines and other medical help. This contribution by India has been appreciated by international organizations. There have been setbacks, unfortunately, as the virus makes a comeback with new mutations. Countless families have gone through a harrowing time. There are no words to express our collective trauma. The only saving grace is that many lives could be saved. As the pandemic is still widespread, we must remain alert and not let our guard down. The precautions we have taken till now have to be continued. Wearing masks and maintaining social distancing have been essential parts of COVID-appropriate behavior. In the fight against the COVID pandemic, it has now become a sacred national duty of every citizen to follow the precautions suggested by our scientists and experts. We have to discharge this duty till the crisis is behind us. A time of crisis has also made us appreciate how we, all Indians, are connected as one family. The time of social distancing has brought us close to each other. We have realized how much we depend on each other. We have realized, doctors, nurses and paramedics have risen to the challenge, working long hours in difficult conditions, even at the risk of their lives, to attend to patients. Others have kept the nation moving, managing supply chains and utilities. The leadership, policymakers, administrators and others at the central and state levels have made timely interventions. Due to such interventions, the economy is on the move again. It is a testimony to India's spirit in the face of adversity that the economy is projected to grow at an impressive rate in this fiscal after going through a contraction last year. This shows the success of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan launched in the previous year. The government has shown relentless focus on reforming every economic sector and providing a helping hand wherever necessary. The impressive economic performance is made possible due to improvement in the agriculture and manufacturing sectors. I am happy to note that our farmers, especially young farmers with small holdings, are enthusiastically adopting natural farming. Small and medium enterprises have played an important role in providing employment to people and imparting an impetus to the economy. Our innovative young entrepreneurs have set new benchmarks of success by making effective use of startup ecosystem. It is a testimony to the success of our country's massive and robust digital payment platform that millions of digital transactions are being done every month. To reap the demographic dividend, the government has created the right environment for the national education policy that makes a perfect blend of traditional values and modern skills. It is gratifying to note that India has found a place among the top 50 innovative economies. It is all the more satisfying to note that we've been able to promote merit while also stressing upon all-round inclusion. In the past year, our sportspersons have also brought cheer as they made their mark in the Olympics. The self-confidence of these young champions inspires millions today. In the recent months, I've witnessed remarkable examples of our people strengthening the country and the society through their commitment and action in diverse areas. However, I will mention only two such instances. The dedicated teams of the Indian Navy and the Cochin Shipyard Limited have built an indigenous state-of-the-art aircraft carrier, IAC Vikrant, which is to be inducted into our Navy. Due to such modern military capabilities, India is now counted among the world's leading naval powers. This is an impressive example of how moving towards self-reliance in the field of defense. Apart from this, I found one special experience very touching. In a village called Sui in Bhiwani district of Haryana, some enlightened citizens who belong to the village have transformed the village under the Swaprerit Adarsh Gram Yojana, demonstrating sensitivity and diligence. This example of expressing affection and gratitude to one's village or native land is worth emulating. There remains lifelong love and reverence for their native land in the hearts of grateful people. This example strengthens my belief that a new India is emerging, a strong India and a sensitive India. Sashakt Bharat, Samvidhanshil Bharat. I am sure that taking inspiration from this example, other resourceful people will also contribute for the development of their villages and cities. In this context, I would like to share a personal experience with all of you. I had the privilege of visiting my birthplace, that is my village Paronk, at Kanpur Dehat district in the month of June last year. On reaching there, I naturally felt the urge to express respect for the sacred soil of my village and applied it on my forehead, because I believe that I have been able to reach Rashtrapati Bhavan only due to the blessings of my village. Wherever in the world I may be, my village and my country remain in my heart. I request the people of India who are successful in life due to their hard work and talent to always remember their roots, their village, town or city. Also, all of you must serve your place of birth and your country in whatever way you can. If all the successful people of India work sincerely for the development of their birthplaces, then the whole country will benefit from the outcome of such local development. Today it is our soldiers and security personnel who carry on the legacy of national pride. In the unbearable cold of the Himalayas and in the excruciating heat of the desert, far away from their families, they continue to guard the motherland. It is thanks to the constant vigil of the armed forces securing our borders and the police personnel maintaining internal security within the country that their fellow citizens enjoy a peaceful life. When a brave soldier dies on duty, the entire country feels sad. Last month, in an unfortunate accident, we lost one of our bravest commanders of the country, General Bipin Rawat, his wife, and many brave soldiers. The entire country was deeply saddened by this tragic loss. Patriotism strengthens the sense of duty among citizens. Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a shopkeeper or office worker, a sanitation employee or a laborer, doing one's duty well and efficiently is the first and foremost contribution you make to the nation. As the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, I am glad to note that it has been a watershed year for women's empowerment in the armed forces. Our daughters have broken the glass ceiling and permanent commission has now been allowed for women officers in new areas. Also, the talent pipeline for the forces will be strengthened with women coming through Sainik schools and the prestigious National Defence Academy. Consequently, our armed forces will benefit from better gender balance. I am confident that India is better placed today to meet the challenges of the future. The 21st century is turning out to be the age of climate change, and India has taken a leadership position on the world stage in showing the way, especially with its bold and ambitious push for renewable energy. At the individual level, each one of us can remember Gandhiji's advice and help improve the world around us. India has always considered the whole world as one family. I am sure that, inspired by the spirit of universal brotherhood, our country and the entire global community will move towards a more equitable and prosperous future. This year, India will cross a milestone when it completes 75 years of independence. We are celebrating this occasion as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is heartening to note that our people, especially youngsters, are participating enthusiastically in a variety of events and programs organized to commemorate the landmark year. It is a great opportunity for not only the next generation, but for all of us to reconnect with our past. Our freedom struggle was an inspiring chapter in our splendid saga. In this 75th year of independence, let us rediscover the values that animated our glorious national movement. Many men and women laid down their lives for our freedom. Our freedom fighters have suffered unimaginable torture and made countless sacrifices for us to enjoy the festivals of Independence Day and Republic Day. Let us gratefully recall their immortal sacrifices on the occasion of Republic Day. India is an ancient civilization, but a young republic. For us, nation building is a constant endeavor. As in a family, so in a nation. One generation works hard to ensure a better future for the next generation. When we won independence, the exploitation of colonial rule had left us in utter poverty. But in 75 years, we've made impressive progress. New opportunities await the next generation. Our youth have taken advantage of these opportunities and set new benchmarks for success. I am sure that with this energy, confidence and entrepreneurship, our country will continue to march ahead on the path of progress and will definitely secure its rightful place, befitting its potential in the global community. I once again wish all of you a happy Republic Day. Thank you. Jai Hind. Thanks very much. That was, as I said, the President's message to the nation last evening. I, of course, on my own behalf, want to congratulate and wish all of you a very happy Republic Day. It's a great privilege to be here among you, and I want to especially wish all of those who are joining us online a very happy Republic Day. I know that many of you cannot be with us today because of the restrictions due to COVID and the surge in cases here recently. But I want you to feel sure that we are very much with you and there to support you in whichever way we can. I think as the President himself pointed out, we have to continue with these guidelines and this COVID-appropriate behavior till the crisis is behind us. There are some reports that suggest that hopefully the end will come this year. So we need to be a little bit longer, patient for a bit longer. But I think supporting each other will help a lot. Many of our colleagues in the embassy are also unable to join us today because they are currently down with COVID. And we send our greetings and best wishes for them to recover, as well as to all those in the Indian community here who are also suffering the same fate. I just thought I should mention that I've been here, my wife and I, we came in late November. We've been here just over 2 months, and it has been an intense time despite the COVID for our bilateral relations. We had a very successful visit of President Putin to India in early December. This was for the annual summit. We were also pleased that at the same time, the Foreign Minister and Defense Minister from here could also travel to India and have meetings with their counterparts. We also launched the first 2+2 meeting, that is the Defense and Foreign Ministers meeting together with their counterparts. And they had a successful annual summit, of course, led by President Putin and Prime Minister Modi on our side. Our effort is to continue the dialogue, continue the progress in different aspects of our bilateral relations, whether it is trade and economy, whether it is the defense, whether it is cultural relations, and we're hoping that as things get better this year, we will be able to do much more and many more events in the cultural arena. I also am very pleased to inform you that yesterday evening we got the wonderful news that one of our good Russian friends and Indologist, Dr. Tatiana Shomyan, was selected and chosen by the government to be awarded and conferred with the Padma Shri. This is a great honor for us, for her, and I think it's a great tribute to her contribution to the Indo-Russian relationship. And I wish her all the very best, to congratulate her for this excellent achievement, and I look forward to having an occasion where we can greet her personally in the embassy with more friends and supporters from all over. I want to say to our Indian community here that the Indian Embassy is here to support you in whatever way, whatever work you do. I am used to saying this, but I think I should repeat it, that we, as ambassadors, as senior officials in the embassy, we come and go, but our community who is living here, working here, are our true ambassadors, and it is their behavior, their achievements which really reflect so much in our country. So I want to thank you for your contributions, and I want to ensure that you keep doing the excellent work that you're doing, and we will continue supporting you in every which way we can. Thank you very much. Happy Republic Day. Jai Hind.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, от лица культурного центра имени Джавахарлала Неру при посольстве Индии в Москве мы приветствуем вас на праздновании 73-го Дня Республики Индия. По этому торжественному случаю культурный центр имени Джавахарлала Неру представляет оду Матери Индии. Индия – очень музыкальная страна. Здесь в изобилии раги и рагини. Арун Дубей, педагог по вокалу культурного центра имени Джавахарлала Неру, исполнит песни «Со рагнёсе саджа бхарат ачха анокха рагхе» и «Саре джаха», описывающие мощь, красоту и великолепие Индии. Аруну Дубею будут аккомпанировать педагог культурного центра Джигнеш Шетх на табла и талантливый российский ситарист Иван Муралов. Эти песни будут исполнены на хинди и санскрите.
भारत अनोखा राग है, भारत अनोखा राग है, भारत अनोखा राग है। सौरागिनियों से सजा संगीत है, ये एकता का गीत है, ये शांति का गीत है। भारत अनोखा राग है, सौरागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है, भारत सौरागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है, भारत अनोखा राग है। संपूर्ण विश्वरत्नं कलभारतं स्वकीयं स्वकीयं संपूर्ण विश्वरत्नं कलभारतं स्वकीयं स्वकीयं संपूर्ण विश्वरत्नं पुष्पं वयं तु सर्वे कलभारतं स्वकीयं स्वकीयं संपूर्ण विश्वरत्नं भारतं स्वकीयं वतन है हिंदोस्तां हमारा हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदोस्तां हमारा हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा सारे जहां से अच्छा सारे जहां से अच्छा.
Музыка индийского кино всегда служила источником вдохновения и воодушевления. Она сыграла немалую роль в поднятии патриотического духа людей, которые боролись за мать Индию. Сегодня Джигнеш Шетх сыграет на фортепиано песню «Еджо Дэшхе Тера» из кинофильма «Возвращение на родину». Джигнеш Шетх сейчас исполнит композицию «Сандесе Аатехе» из художественного фильма «Граница». Шипра Джоши, преподаватель танца в культурном центре имени Джавахарлала Неру, исполнит композицию в стиле Катхак под национальную индийскую песню «Ванде Матарам». «Я кланяюсь тебе, о мать, полноводная, плодородная, овиваемая прохладными ветрами, богатая хлебами».
वंदे एहसास थोड़ा तो जगाए अपने दिलों में हम। क्या नाम है अपना जहां में खड़े हैं कहाँ पे हम। है हमें जाना कहाँ चले हैं कहाँ पे हम। हमसे पूछे है ये मादरे वतन। जाना है यारों से आगे अपना उठेंगे हम। ओ एक नई सुबह जगाए सारे जहां पे हिम्मत करे आगे बढ़े अब नए रास्तों पे हम। सारी दुनिया अपनी मादरे वतन
Дорогие друзья, мы благодарим вас за то, что вы были с нами и смотрели культурную программу по случаю 73-го Дня Республики Индия. Мы надеемся, вам понравился наш праздничный концерт. До новых встреч!